Welcome to this video presentation here at Wimbledon Carriage Company, and here we have the BMW X5 on a 19 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside. From the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels. We're going to start off inside the boot of it first of all. The tailgate on this car will open electronically. You can either do that from the key just here or from the tailgate itself. As we approach the back of the car, you'll notice that we have reversing sensors. This car's also got a reversing camera. The tailgate opens in 2 stages. The top stage, which is just open there, and you can, of course, open this bottom section up should you wish to. Plenty of boot space, as you can see. You've also got the 7 seats in place. You can, of course, if you wish to, fold these rear 2 down for even more boot space again. And with those rear 2 seats folded down, you can see you have plenty of space. You can fold down the remaining 3 seats, should you wish to do that as well, of course. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in, and as I said, run through some of the controls on the inside of it. And now that we've done a full circle, though, you can see the alloy wheels are all in fantastic condition, as is the bodywork the whole way round the car. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the fuel gauge, followed by the speedometer. Over on the right-hand side, the rev counter and the cool and temperature gauge as well. In the centre, you can see the satellite navigation display. Over on the right-hand side, you can see the digital readout for the speedometer as well. You can change information displayed over on this right hand side for various different menus, and you can see there that we've got our audio menu available up there at the moment. You can switch between the different views, as you can see. If we back out to the steering wheel, the buttons I was using just a second ago are over on this right hand side of the steering wheel just here. Below that we have our phone controls. We've got voice activation there as well, and on the left hand side we have cruise control and speed limiter. Behind the steering wheel, the minus and plus paddles, so that you can change up and down a gear manually with this automatic gearbox. The button on the end of the indicator stalk just there will change your onboard computer information. So you can see there, you can go through multiple menus for fuel economy and things like that. And the total miles for the car are now visible at 36,980 at the time of recording this video, of course. Over into the centre, we have the touch screen for the car, so you can access, amongst other things, your satellite navigation. Although it is touch screen, you can use the iDrive system to control it. So essentially this wheel will control everything up on the screen. You have a few buttons to enter certain menus, but the wheel can do everything. So for example, you can turn it to media, but you'll be able to access your radio, as you can see. So we've got DAB and FM radio there. You can listen to your own music down the bottom here. We've got Bluetooth audio. You can pair certain mobile devices. We can go back to the home screen. We've got satellite navigation. We can pair our phone from there as well. And as I mentioned, this car has also got a full color reversing camera as well, which you can see just there, and it has guidelines that show you what direction the car is headed in relation to that image that's shown on the screen. Below that we have our dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the driver temperature, passenger fan speed, driver fan speed. You can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed for driver and passenger as well. When you're happy with those settings, you can turn your air conditioning on and off. You can also put the system into auto if you wish to. So what will happen there is that the car will take control of the direction of the air and the fan speed to make sure that you are getting this temperature. So it will maintain that for you essentially. Press auto again, you go back to whatever setting you had that on previously. We have a heated driver's seat with 3 different heat settings, and the same over here for the passenger side as well. Below that, the main volume for the stereo. You can close this section over if you wish to, but with it open, we've got 2 cup holders, a 12-volt charging socket, some storage here, USB input, and wireless phone charging available on that pad just there. We have the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox. It will show you what gear you're in just here. The start and stop button for the engine, above which we can turn off the traction control, parking sensors, and stop and start. And below that, we can change the driving setup of the car to any of these options, as you can see. We can also adjust the ride height for the suspension from here too. The last thing I wanted to run through briefly is the paperwork we hold for the car. So you can see the V5 registration document just here. That is the spare key you are looking at. So there are 2 keys in total. And there's a printout here of the service record that's available on the screen of the car. And you can see there 2019, 20, 22, 22 again, 22 and 23. So plenty of service history with this vehicle as well. If this or any other car that we sell requires an MOT within the 6-month period at the point at which we sell it, we will do that for you also. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, or you'd like a live bespoke video tour of the car, please feel free to give us a call here at Wimbledon Carriage Company. We'd love to hear from you soon.